Welcome once again to another edition of African History. My name is Adedayo Odofin, and like I do every week, I bring you history of Africa and most especially our dear nation, Nigeria. To find out what history we'll be bringing out of the bag today, keep it locked, pay some bills, do not go nowhere. I will be right back. At the end of the 19th century, the Benin Kingdom had managed to retain its independence from what we know today as the Scramble of Africa. During this time in history, the Oba of Benin exercised a great monopoly over trade. This act, the Royal Niger Company deemed very condescending. Therefore, this territory was coveted by an influential group of investors for its rich natural resources such as oil palm, rubber, and ivory. As a matter of fact, the British consular at the time, Richard Burton, visited Benin City and described it as a gratuitous barbarity which stinks of death. This horrible description further increased pressure for the territory to be incorporated under the British Empire. But in spite of this great pressure, the Benin Kingdom still managed to maintain its independence. In the year 1892, 30 years after the visit of Richard Burton, Henry Galway, the vice consul of all Rivers Protectorate, visited Benin Kingdom with the hope of opening up trade as well as annexing Benin Kingdom as a British protectorate. Galway signed a treaty with the Oba and the chiefs in council, which gave Britain legal justification to exert greater influence on the territory. While the treaty itself contained clauses that suggested that the Oba had sought British protection, this was however not corroborated by His Royal Majesty or Galloway himself. In Galloway's own account, the Oba was very insistent in signing this treaty, while the treaty granted free trade to British merchants operating in the Benin Kingdom. The Oba of Benin persisted in requiring customs duties. The consular of the Oil River Protectorate at the time, Sir Claude Maxwell MacDonald, considered the treaty legal and binding and therefore deemed the Oba's persistence to require customs duties as the violation of the accord and therefore an hostile act. In 1894, after a joint effort by the Royal Navy and the Niger Protectorate forces captured Ebrohimi, the trading town of Chief Nana Olomo, the leading Ishekiri trader in the Benin River district, the Benin Kingdom increased its military presence in the southern borders. This development, combined with the colonial office's refusal to grant an approval for the invasion of the Benin Kingdom, scuttled an expedition that the Protectorate had planned for the year 1895. In March 1896, following price fixing and the refusal of the Ishekiri middlemen to pay the required tribute, the Oba of Benin ordered a cessation of the sale of oil palm produce to them. This trade embargo brought trade in the Benin River district to a standstill, and the British merchants in the region appealed to the Protectorate Consular General to open up trades in the Benin territories and to send the Oba, whom they claimed was an obstruction to their trading activities, into exile. In October 1896, the acting Consular General, James Robert Phillips, visited the Benin River district and met with the agents and traders who convinced him that there is a future in the Benin River region if the Benin territories were open. So guys, what do you think will happen? Will the Consular General approve the invasion of the Benin Kingdom? Or will the Oba of Benin succumb to the Protectorate's wishes? To find out, hit the like button and smash the subscribe button, and also click the bell icon to get the notification of when the concluding part of this story will be posted. Please share to your family and friends, as well as tell them to subscribe so that they can also continue to get videos of this magnitude that teaches us about our history. I remain my humble self, Odofin Adedayo Adonwaka.